Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sallallahu ala Habibi Muhammad wa alihi wasallam. Allah sends His blessing upon His friend Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wasallam and his family. Students, today we are going to start by Mr. Chips. It has been written by James Hilton, and today I am going to introduce it. The main character of the novel are Mr. Chips, Catherine Bridges Rawson, together by and the student. Mr. Chips, whose real name was Mr. In lovingly called Mr. Chips, was a teacher in Brookfield Public School. And the novel starts in the form of memories, and he is now a retired person, but his attachment with students in school is very strong. He lives near the school, and his students visits him often, and he is very loving and caring for them. Goodbye, Mr. Chips is James Hilton's famous and best loved novel. It is about Brookfield, an old grammar school, where Mr. Chips worked as a teacher for about 45 years and ultimately rose to be its head. It's a biographical novel and deals with the life of Mr. Chips in broad terms. When the book opens, he is an old man of 65. He is still healthy and fit, and what is more important, in perfect peace with life. The novel is written interestingly, and it's great. The details are beautifully woven into the structure of the novel, and they always throw interesting light on Mr. Chips and Brookfield. The descriptions are lively, with a sprinkling of humor. Mr. Chips was ultimately looked upon as an institution at Brookfield. He loved his boys and lived for them. The boys, in turn, were extremely fond of him. This institution is now no longer in existence. It had already died out, perhaps even in England. Mr. Chips was pre-1914 war man. And I believe that our students reading for their intermediate will like this novel and may even come to love it. It is written in simple language, which is at the same time beautiful. It is a short novel, and it will be liked by you people. And introduce Brookfield School. Brookfield was situated in beautiful Fenlands. Brookfield School, where Mr. Chips taught the students. It was situated in beautiful Fenlands and was surrounded by ancient dams. It was an open countryside, and the school therefore had plenty of playing grounds. It was, as Mr. Wadbai, one of its heads, observed, an old foundation established in the reign of Queen Elizabeth as a grammar school. It never gained the reputation of an Eton or Harrow. It had a checked career, and its reputation varied from time to time. Its main structure was rebuilt during the reign of King George I, and it was during the mid-90s that Mr. Wadbai restored most of its produced judges, professional men, members of parliament, colonial administrators, peers, and bishops. Moreover, it also turned out merchants, manufacturers, and country squires and parsons. When the First World War broke out in 1940, it also contributed to the war effort. Quite a few of the teachers and students joined the armed forces. Many of them died for England. Its grounds were also used for training purposes, both during peace and war. Brookfield contributed, though most of the period the novel deals with was the period of peace. Students, this was about Brookfield, and inshallah in next lecture I'll tell you about Mr. Chips.